I hear the echo. Let's see how that field is. See how mowed that field is. Not very well mowed here. This is not the field though. And that's where the Naugatuck River runs. So they have four setup stands. And 3 light stations, or 4, depending on how you figure. You fly to the right there. Yeah, you go to the right. So you sit up here, you go to the right. You sit up here, you go through the right. You sit up there, go to the right, and at the end you set up and you go just to the right. So they're very well spaced. See how smooth or rough this field is. Grass is on the high side, but it is a Wednesday, so maybe they cut it later in the week. It's rough. Is it any rougher than Good Hill? It's hard to say. There's a bit of a bump here in the middle. If you're coming from that direction towards me, you get a little drop off here. You could get a lift, maybe get airborne with a ducted fan. There should be plenty of runway there. Nothing too extremely bumpy. No bumps that I think would damage landing gear, at least at this end of the field. It's hard to tell. Maybe the better built planes with the stronger landing gear wouldn't break. It would almost be better to fly in that area over here, over that lake. Almost, but it's not very big. Hello?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
You know.
Is that your red truck?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, good. So you're not going to rob me at gunpoint or anything?
No.
All right, I don't have any cash. Anyway, I got 60 bucks.
I guess we're both out of luck.
I'm always surprised more people don't get accosted when they're out in these areas, though.
Yeah, you'd think. But nice enough space, you know?
So I hope you feel better. It looks like you took a sick day off from work.
Yeah. That was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Have a good one.
You too, thank you. Checking the field. Yeah, some of this is a little rugged down here. It remains to be seen how the landing gear would handle it. Some of this grass is very thick, not particularly short. But it looks like they haven't mowed it for a while. So if they mow it towards the end of the week, could be considerably shorter. Oh, yeah, moles and voles. That's what we got down here. Not so much the other end, there wasn't any. There's not a lot, just that one spot. So when you start getting over to this point, this is like the point of committing, and it's a little bit of a rise. It's a little bit more dead. So if you're not airborne by here, you will possibly go off the end of the runway. However, the end looks soft and not particularly abrasive. Yeah, this would be about as soft as you're ever going to get to arrest a RC plane that fails to launch. But you got more than enough runway here. So by the time you reach the midpoint of the runway, if you're not airborne, you're probably not going to get airborne. You can just let off the throttle and the grass will slow you down nicely long before you get to this end. So I think that's it for now. You're kind of in an oval area here. So if you are flying over there and you fly around and back of yourself, it's annoying though, because you got to keep turning in circles as you're flying. But it has possibilities.